Did you know there are certain things you should never go into debt or take out a loan to buy? It might seem harmless, but going into debt for the wrong reasons can bring a lot of problems and headaches in the future. In today's video, we're going to reveal 6 things you definitely should not buy on credit or with borrowed money. Pay attention because we're going to show you how to avoid financial pitfalls and keep your finances healthy. Stay until the end to discover essential tips that will help you make smarter financial decisions and avoid the mistakes most people make. If you're ready to protect your financial future and make more conscious choices, then go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Number 1. You shouldn't go into debt to buy a car. Buying a car with a loan can be deceptive. On one hand, you have to pay the installments, which aren't cheap, but you also have to cover all the expenses related to using your new vehicle, insurance, gas, repairs, etc. Buying a car is the beginning of many related expenses. This doesn't mean cars shouldn't be bought. As long as you have the budget for it, that's fine. But if the money isn't sufficient, it would probably be better to save up first and buy later. Some say you're truly ready to buy the day you have enough money to pay for it twice. For example, if you have $20,000, you could buy a $10,000 car. That way the costs related to using the car won't put you in trouble. Now instead of generating expenses, a car can generate income. However, if you need a car for work, taking out a loan might be an option because it would be an asset bringing money into you're not just taking money out. Still, think carefully to avoid taking on debt you can't repay. There are many people who end up in debt without a car and without money. Number 2. You shouldn't go into debt for a vacation. It's said that investing in experiences is worthwhile, and it is, but not if you're paying for them with borrowed money. I want you to imagine 2 scenarios. The Winchester family doesn't have much money, but they go on vacation to Paris. They visit the Eiffel Tower, all the museums, and go to several famous restaurants. Eric, the father, pays for everything with a credit card. On the other hand, the Simpson family decides to go to Florida, which is close to where they live. They take a bus, eat at more modest restaurants, and rent a small apartment on Airbnb. The Winchester family has an amazing time on their vacation, but when they return home, the stress replaces the positive emotions. Now they have to pay all the bills along with the interest, and it will take many months to pay off the debt incurred in just a few days. The Simpson family also has fun. It's true they might not have as many experiences as the Winchesters, but unlike them, they return to their everyday lives without the stress and pressure of working many months to pay off debt. It might seem great to travel and pay for things with a credit card, but vacations end, and you're left with all the bills to pay. When you get back home, you'll be in a worse situation than when you left, and that's not how things should be. Many people think, but if I don't go into debt, I'll never have my dream vacation. However, the reality is different. If you can pay the installments of a loan, you can also save that money. What you need is not borrowed money, but patience and perseverance. And if you can't afford the loan installments, you definitely shouldn't take one. Vacations, before, during, and after, are more enjoyable if they're paid for with your own money. You shouldn't go into debt to buy a TV, a cell phone, or any other consumer goods you buy to satisfy a momentary desire. The feeling of happiness from having something new at home fades quickly after the purchase, usually much faster than the debt takes to be paid off. Additionally, the value of a new TV or cell phone drops rapidly. Creditors want to justify the risk they take, so consumer debts are often the most expensive. It may seem different, but consumer debts, relatively small in amount, are the most common reason for financial problems. It's more satisfying, and better for your wallet, to buy these things with your own money. Number 3. You shouldn't go into debt to buy pets. Some people buy pets just because they are purebred without considering the responsibility this entails. Later, due to lack of resources, the animals are neglected or even abandoned. Having a pet is more than just feeding it. Sometimes, our cat or dog needs to visit the vet. Sometimes, we need to pay someone to take care of it or walk it when we're on vacation. Don't borrow money to buy a pet. It's not even necessary to go into debt to have one, as you can adopt. But before making this decision, it's important to review your budget and ensure it's a well thought out personal decision. Number 4. Throwing a wedding party. It's alarming how many couples start their lives in debt after throwing a big wedding party. Unfortunately, when the emotions fade, the debt remains. Financial problems can easily turn into couple arguments. If you don't have the money, it's better to have a simple celebration. Instead of asking, "What will my friends and family think of me?" it's better to ask, "Will my friends and family help me pay my debts?" Make your decision based on the answer, because after the party, it's you and your spouse who will have to pay off the debt. Another common mistake in relationships is buying an expensive gift to surprise your partner, as you run the risk of ending up without a partner and still in debt. Number 5. You shouldn't go into debt to take a risk on an investment. Borrowing money to invest, whether in the stock market or to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, almost always ends badly. Emotions work against us. It's hard to stay calm when you know you're investing money you can't afford to lose. You're much more likely to lose money because you're under the pressure of not being able to lose. And when we act with heightened emotions, we make irrational decisions. Moreover, if you borrow money at 10% interest, you would have to earn more than that percentage for it to be profitable. In fact, it should be much more to justify the risk you're taking. People often forget that you also have to pay taxes on profits. The rule for successful investing is this: invest only the money you're willing to lose. Borrowed money definitely doesn't meet this rule. Another big mistake is borrowing to start a business from scratch. If you already have your business running, see that it's doing well and just need to invest more to make more money, then it would be correct to take out a loan to increase your earnings. Number 6. Don't go into debt to renovate your home. Renovating your home can be a huge temptation, especially when you want to make your home more comfortable and beautiful. However, borrowing money for renovations can quickly turn into a financial nightmare. When you finance a renovation, besides having to pay off the loan, you also have to deal with unforeseen issues that arise during the process. Often, the costs end up being much higher than initially expected, and you may find yourself in a situation of growing debt. A better alternative is to plan and save for the renovations. Make a list of what needs to be done and research prices thoroughly. If necessary, do the renovations gradually, prioritizing what is most urgent. Additionally, always have an emergency fund. Is there anything else not worth going into debt for that we missed in this video? Leave it in the comments and we can make a second video if you like this one. Thanks for watching, and see you in Friday's video.